You guys, this is our 6th video, our final video. Wow. I kind of want to sit here and keep talking. I'm glad they stuck around.
And they're still with us. They are. They're still here.
Well, today's topic is faith.
Yeah.
But not a faith that you can just sit on the couch with. But a faith.
She just threw the compliment.
Here's what we want for people: to have a faith that is so compelling to them, so deeply ingrained, with such good news that they can't help but to share it.
Yes.
Yeah. To have that kind of a faith, and then to share that kind of a faith.
Yeah.
You know, and so here at Movement, not only do we want that for people, but we want to help equip them for that.
Right.
Yeah. And that's why we do all the reminders on a Sunday, like, don't forget, like, go and tell, share with people.
Yeah.
There's so many people that don't know, that need that hope.
That's exactly
share with them, invite them to come. And boy, have we heard some amazing stories of people who've had that, who've lived out their faith in such a compelling way that people are like, I want what that is.
Yes.
What's that? I want it.
Yes.
Or that their faith has just been such a burning thing inside themselves that they can't help but share it.
Can't help but share it, for sure.
So we have to pick some stories that we can't tell.
Oh my goodness. Well, so one comes to mind for me immediately. We have a family here. There's a gentleman. He's a firefighter, and it's such a cool thing. So he's a firefighter at the airport. Right. And so because of their location, they actually kind of share some of their facilities with the med flight helicopter crew that kind of goes out. And so so this gentleman was there, and he was talking with this flight nurse, one of the flight medics, and they had some interactions and things. And so she showed up with her husband at church with their little boy. And I was over talking with them, and I was like, well, how did you find out about us? What brought you here? And she said, well, it was this guy at work. And, and she kind of told me the situation. She's like, this firefighter, and, he's different. Mm-hmm. Firefighters kind of, they have a way about them, and the crude humor and things like that. And he's like,
deal with things.
There was just something different about him. And, I had a conversation with me, and she said, I was just challenged about the way I live and the way that I interacted. And it was so impactful to me that I went to my husband and I was like, we need to get to church. We need to
Did she ask him, one of them asked where
so that was it. So she had the conversation with her husband. She went back and she's like, hey, where do you go to church? I want to know, tell me more about this. Yeah. And so he invited, and it was the funniest thing because I went to this firefighter, and I kind of shared the story, and he was like, really? Like, he didn't
sounds right.
He didn't even realize, right, that his faith was so compelling that it was drawing someone else in, but it was just the way he lived his life.
Wow.
Yeah. It was just such a cool story that they were drawn in by that, and he's just almost completely not oblivious. Obviously, he knows that that he's living for Christ in a way that's compelling, but just had no idea that it impacted her in that way.
Yeah.
That's so good. And we see these kinds of stories repeatedly.
Yeah.
And I know for us, one of the stories that I would share is of this sweet, sweet lady who's actually our neighbor. Her name's Juanita. And she's just, she's one of the sweetest people you'll ever meet.
She is.
As many people that we come across, she grew up with a Catholic background. We have a lot of that in this area, especially. And so it goes back to one of the things we said in previous videos. You said that we have people who have an idea of religion, but haven't really been introduced to what it is to have a faith walk with Christ. And that was Juanita a little bit. And this isn't really my story. I just get to share it. It's more my wife's story, that she just continued to, whether it was out walking our dog or whether it was out for a walk of her own, she just continued to have conversations with Juanita about life and about love and about relationships and about all of these different things. And then a few years ago, as we all well remember, Hurricane Ian came
through. That one.
I don't think it's one any of us will soon forget.
No.
Hurricane Ian came through. And after that storm, my wife was having a conversation with Miss Juanita. And there was just such a peace about my wife that Juanita said, I just don't understand how you can be so at ease in this.
Yeah, again, yeah.
And Michelle got to share. My wife Michelle got to share this.
Wow.
And as a result, nobody had power, nobody had AC.
Yep.
By God's miraculous hand, the church property
That was so
did.
cool. We never lost power.
During that, we never lost power. And so Michelle said to Juanita, why don't you come to church with me Sunday? If nothing else, just to sit in the air conditioning.
Yeah.
What I love is that she came. I told y'all I was going to do this. She came just because
We had air.
of a life that was lived by my wife and because there was air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she ended up giving her life to Christ.
Yep.
She did.
And we ended up getting to see her walk through that baptistry,
Yes,
those
I
baptismal
remember that
waters.
day.
And now we get to celebrate that
Yeah.
Juanita's life is forever changed. And she's on a really difficult journey right now. But this is what she now knows, that she shares with others. Whatever happens, I know that Jesus has me
Yeah.
and loves me. And those are just a few stories. You said
Oh,
a
my
minute
goodness,
ago,
we have
we
so
don't
many.
realize how many people. This is from several years ago. I looked at this. I want to look at it again. But it was early on when we started having these conversations. I went to ARDA, kind of a research company, and looked at some things. You realize there are over 110,000 people at that time, 110,000 people that claim no church affiliation just in Charlotte County.
Wow.
And listen to me,
You need to.
some of those people live right next door to you.
Yeah.
Some of those people work with you.
Yeah.
And they're just watching for someone, Tracy, with a compelling faith. And I love
Living
that
it
we
out.
get to celebrate so many of those
Yeah.
stories, Dwayne.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's something that we mention every
Yep.
single Sunday.
Every week.
Every
Not a week
week.
that goes by that we don't.
And you can see on the wall behind us, there's those ping pong balls back there. We challenge folks, hey, as you go out into the places where you live, where you work, where you play, have gospel conversations.
Right.
Share with people the reason for the hope that you have in Jesus. And so with this, we've asked people to, hey, write their name on that white ping pong
Yeah.
ball, drop it in there. Let us celebrate with you.
So we can pray for him.
And it's so neat as a staff to walk by, as a member of the staff to walk by that display and see, and recognize, kind of as you alluded to, every number has a name, every name. There's names on those
names.
Every name, there's a story.
There's a blue one in there that says Juanita. Maybe.
That's right. I'm
Absolutely.
sure there is. I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
And with every one of those, there's a family attached. There's a legacy. There's generations, and just to know that God's doing a work there. We've asked people to invite someone to come and see, what is God doing in this place on Midway
Right.
Boulevard in
Right.
Port Charlotte, Florida? This crazy group of people that meet together every week. What's God doing here? Invite people in to come and see, and that's what those blue ping pong balls represent. It was so neat. Just this Sunday, I got to sit and watch somebody bring his buddy over to the wall and have him write his name on
Sign
there.
the Legos now.
Now
Yeah,
it's Legos.
and now it's we
filled it up.
We filled it up.
Gotta
We
move
couldn't
on.
use this anymore, so
Yeah.
we put it on the wall here. We've got a Lego display now, and and actually had to stack 2 bricks because he shared the gospel with them and invited them. So they did 2 bricks and put
That's
them on
awesome.
that display
That's
wall.
awesome.
But it's just amazing, and that's something that's a challenge for everybody who calls
Right.
Movement Church home. We want you
Right.
to go and tell people about your faith in Jesus and invite them to come and see what's happening here at Movement Church.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, we want to equip them for that.
Yes.
We're literally developing things
Absolutely.
right now that soon you can learn how do I live all these things out?
Yeah.
And we'll walk you through it. But even now, we can help you learn how to tell your story.
Yeah.
'Cause sometimes that's all it is starting that way and then inviting them to come and see or to follow
Right.
Jesus with you. So we'd love for you, if you have a story, how you came to Jesus, share that with us. Go on the Church Center app, which hopefully they downloaded
Hopefully by
during
now.
video too.
They should have.
You know?
Like 3 videos. 4 videos.
But make that known to us and then start sharing it with others.
Yeah.
And as we draw these videos to close, I would just encourage everybody watching, take a next step.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Allow your faith to compel you to not sit where it is now,
Yeah.
but to know that you have room to grow and take a next step. Go on that web page or go on Church Center, look at all the options, baptism, membership, classes, serving teams. So many ways that you can do that. And every time you do that, not only are you building your faith, but someone's watching.
Right.
That's right. That's exactly
Someone's
right.
watching, you
Faith
might
is
be
compelling.
encouraging. Yeah. Living it out.
good.
Selling away.
That's good.
That's right.
Listen, we just want to say this. First of all, thank you
Yes.
for joining us. Again, as we said in the very first video, if you haven't watched that one, go back and watch it. But as we said in that first video, whether you found us by accident, I want to be clear, I don't think it was an accident
Yeah.
that you found us, or whether you've been part of this journey coming out of one of our meetups here at Movement Church, we want to thank you for taking the time to walk through these videos, because the time taken to walk through these videos means that you are now part of a journey of selfless service, ongoing growth, life change, extravagant generosity, selfless service, compelling faith. You're a part of that now. And God wants to, hey, did you like that? I didn't even do them in your order. But we're so grateful that you would do that. And more than that, we are so excited about what God's going to do in and through your life as a part of this Movement Church family. God bless you. Thanks so much.